Are you tired of hearing of low-paying online jobs every now and then? Now, you see, there are high-paying online jobs that pay between $20 to $100 per hour, even for beginners. No scams, no surveys, no transcription, just real jobs with a real earning potential. I'll tell you about the best ones, how much they pay, where to find them, and even how to get started. Now, these jobs are not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Being successful online is about having skills. I will just tell you about the jobs that can pay you a lot of money, and it will be up to you to actually acquire the skills to be worth the amounts these jobs pay. The good news is all these skills are easy to learn. You can learn for free and in a few months. So don't worry, you don't have to spend money and years acquiring these skills for you to start earning from these high-paying online jobs. And this can be done by anyone as long as you are hungry for financial freedom and you are willing to put in the work in terms of you're willing to learn and to try things out, then this video is for you. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to hit the like button for this video if you don't mind. It won't cost you a thing and it will take you only a second. Liking the video helps it spread to more people who need this information. Number one, AI data trainer. You see, AI is booming right now. People are training AI models left, right, center. Like ChatGPT, do you see how it just responds like it's a living thing? ChatGPT had to be trained with a lot of data, and that is what you'll be doing as an AI data trainer. AI companies hire people to test and train AI chatbots like ChatGPT, like Google Gemini, and other chatbots. Your work is ideally to rate chatbot responses. The goal is to make sure the data or the responses that the chatbots produce or generate are as accurate as possible. So this job is geared towards that. For example, you ask a chatbot a question and you evaluate the response it gives. You rate it. Is it good? Is it bad? Where did it go wrong? What is it supposed to say? That is what AI data training entails. Now, in terms of how much money you can earn, it really varies from AI company to AI company and from project to project. But from the jobs I have seen, you can earn anything between $20 per hour to $50 per hour. Now, the beauty of this high-paying online job is that anyone can do it. You don't need a degree or specific qualifications for you to tap into this opportunity. Now, getting started is easy. Just look for AI companies, find out whether they are hiring AI data trainers, people to do data annotation, data labeling, and any other type of AI training job. Now, some of the platforms you can look into are Scale AI, Appen, Lionbridge, even OneFormer usually has some data annotation jobs. Even OpenAI sometimes has freelance opportunities. And most of the time, you don't need any experience to start. You just need strong English skills and the ability to understand things. Now, for most of these platforms or these AI job opportunities, you're required to just take an assessment. When you pass that assessment, you in. Like if you've worked on remote tasks, the AI jobs on remote tasks, then you understand how it works. You take an assessment so that they can assess and ascertain that you are capable of, delivering the way they want you to deliver. And if you pass your assessment, you're in. And normally the tests are actually very doable. Now, the second high-paying online job is virtual bookkeeping. You see, the world has evolved and everybody is some sort of an entrepreneur nowadays. And we have to pay taxes, we have to stay on top of our finances, create reports, and that's a lot of work. That is something I also do, but I hate it. So I even forget to do it. Sometimes I avoid it completely. And you'll find people like me and other creators, other entrepreneurs hiring bookkeepers so they can track finances for them. They can create reports and manage transactions for them. So businesses actually need remote bookkeepers and not just the normal businesses. Even solo entrepreneurs, small brands, big brands, creators, influencers. Some of them actually need the service and they don't even know it. Now, to get started with this, you need to be conversant with, bookkeeping softwares like QuickBooks and Xero. And the beauty of this is that you don't need a university degree. You don't need to be an accountant to become a virtual bookkeeper. You actually just need basic finance skills. And you can get this by taking a bookkeeping course or a bookkeeping class, either on Udemy, on Skillshare, on Coursera, or just learn through some tutorials on YouTube. Once you have the basic basic knowledge and understanding of bookkeeping and what is required, then you can start looking for bookkeeping jobs. You can even do bookkeeping for your friends and family for free, just to create some sort of a portfolio, so that when you're reaching out to clients or when you're applying for jobs, you tell them, I have done bookkeeping before. Look at what I create, spreadsheets, how I create reports, how I track finances and all that. You see, online, it's so easy to get a job. You just need to actually have something to show. People don't care about the degrees you have. They don't care about the many certificates you've acquired. There's only one question most people ask, including myself, is, you've said you can do it. Show me what you've done. If you have something to show and it's good, we are game. Now you can start doing this by reaching out directly to potential clients. I have mentioned different potential clients that you can actually reach out to. If you don't want to go that route, then sign up on freelance marketplaces like Upwork, like Fiverr, like People Per Hour, where you find people who've posted the need or have expressed the need for virtual bookkeepers. Platforms like Billy Solutions actually hire virtual bookkeepers. You can even get bookkeeping jobs on social media, on Twitter. You just have to keep an eye out. In terms of earnings, according to the job postings I have seen, even on Upwork, you can expect to earn anything between $20 per hour and $60 per hour. Obviously, how much you're going to earn exactly depends on many factors, like where you're based, your skill level, the software you are conversant with, and the value people are going to get from your service. If you want unlimited earnings, I would just advise you to actually look for clients for yourself. Cold pitch. Look for potential clients on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and reach out to people who you think might be good clients and people who you think have a use for your service. Now, quick reminder, please hit the like button for this video. I will really appreciate it. Now, the challenge with getting online jobs or making an income online is that most people don't have the skills required to do the job, but that's a problem I can help you solve. You can learn in-demand skills like accounting and bookkeeping right from home at your own pace on Skillshare. Skillshare is an amazing online learning community with thousands of classes across countless categories, from marketing and entrepreneurship to design, photography, animation, and more. And the best part, these classes are taught by real industry experts who've actually done the work. If you're interested in bookkeeping or accounting, for instance, I recommend starting with Accounting Fundamentals, Understanding Financial Statements by Matt Cooper, the CEO of Skillshare. In this class, you'll learn how to read and understand key financial documents like income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. You will also learn the different types of accounting, how to calculate revenue, balance your books, and more, even if you are completely new to the topic. Now, the first 500 people to use my link in the video description or scan the QR code on screen will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. You can join Matt's class and explore the entire Skillshare library for free. This is your chance to invest in yourself, learn the skills that get you hired, and take control of your digital career. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. The third high-paying online job is podcast video editor, but not editing like the long form podcast videos, but creating viral shorts and TikToks and reels from long podcast episodes. Now, you see, podcasting is booming right now. People love podcasts. I love podcasts. I spend hours and hours watching podcasts on YouTube and listening to podcasts on Spotify. People on Instagram and TikTok and even YouTube shorts, people who watch YouTube shorts, they like consuming podcast videos, but in small doses. I know you've seen short podcast videos going around on social media, on TikTok, and some of them actually go viral. Now, this job is very simple. You watch a podcast episode and then you extract viral clips. They can be 1-minute clips, 2-minute clips, 3-minute clips, but clips that the creator now will be able to share on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube Shorts. I know I don't need to explain this much because you've seen this. You've seen big podcasters like The Diary of a CEO and all that. They do this a lot. If you have an eye for content that is likely to go viral on TikTok, and if you can pick out juicy parts from a long podcast episode and just turn them into short clips, then this is the job for you. You can actually earn anything from $50 to like $300 per project. It just depends on who you're working for and what exactly you'll be doing. In fact, to package this in a way that gives value, I am yet to see somebody come to me and say, Tess, I can turn you one 20-minute YouTube video into like 5 viral short videos, and you can post these short videos on Instagram and TikTok. I would pay all my money to just get someone who has the ability to extract viral points from a video and just create short clips that I can share on social media. Obviously, the rates vary. How much you earn really depends on who you're working for, what you're doing, the value you're offering, how good you are at it, because you might apply to work or you might apply for a job that you're not very good at, and nobody's going to pay you a lot of money to produce substandard work. Now, getting started with this is very easy. Just learn how to edit short videos using CapCut, Premiere Pro, DaVinci, whatever software you're conversant with or you think is easy to learn. CapCut is pretty easy. You can actually offer like 1 to 2 sample clips to podcasters. Like, take a podcast you like, 1 episode, and turn it into like 5 viral clips and share that with the podcaster you want to work with. Don't just go saying, I can create viral clips for you. Do it and show them. That is the easiest way to get a job online. Now, if you show them and they don't like your work, obviously they will not hire you. But if your work is top notch and you've taken the time to hone your skill and to make sure you're producing high quality content, you will have more jobs than you can handle, honestly. You can also get these jobs on freelance marketplaces that I've mentioned, like Upwork and Fiverr and People Per Hour and Freelancer. There are people who are actively searching for editors who can turn their long podcast or YouTube videos into viral clips. A few months ago, I posted a video editing job on Twitter and a lot of people applied. So you can even get these jobs on Twitter. Just keep an eye out. SEO blog writing is another high-paying online job, especially if you take advantage of AI and offer AI-assisted content creation. This makes your work easy and kind of shows clients that you are up to date with tech advancements, because people are saying that AI is taking over, but is it really? I feel like AI is just here to make our work easier, but AI cannot work alone, and that is where you come in. Now, you can use AI tools like ChatGPT to generate search engine optimized articles or blog posts. You see, the thing about AI is I find that ChatGPT kind of generates the same type of content. You'll find that it uses the same words, the same phrases, and someone can easily tell that this thing has been AI generated. And as good as AI is in generating, content, it just lacks the human touch. I never generate my content with ChatGPT simply because it does not write like me. It doesn't sound like me. It lacks me. It lacks the nuances. It lacks my imperfect English statements. It lacks my sense of humor that I convey when I write. So that is where you come in as an SEO blog writer. Now, you've generated content using ChatGPT. Now you make it better by adding humanity, add humor, add human experiences, add stories, add human examples. That is how you work with AI to produce great content. Now, if you are doing this from scratch, it would take you a lot of time, or more time than it would take you to use ChatGPT and then just make it better. So don't say AI has come in, I will now never get any writing job. No. Now, how much you can earn from doing this type of online job, writing search engine optimized content, really depends on where you're getting your jobs and who you're working for and where you're based. You can earn anything between $50 to $100 per content, and this is based on how much I have seen clients pay on ProBlogger, on Upwork and other platforms. But it also varies with the length of the project, how long the content you're writing is, the level of difficulty and the topic you're writing on. To get started on this, try platforms like Writer Access, ProBlogger, which actually has high-paying writing jobs. Sign up on Upwork, on Fiverr. There are so many platforms. Just pick and choose the ones you feel are easy for you to start with and go with that. If you feel like you're not very good at SEO and you're not good at writing, then don't feel locked out. Just start by learning. Take a course on Coursera. Join classes on Skillshare. You'll find the link in the video description. Take a course on Udemy. You can even just watch writing tutorials on YouTube. Once you feel like you have the basic knowledge, start creating samples using ChatGPT and other content generation tools. Having samples is very important because you will have something to show when you are applying for jobs. Another high-paying online job you can do is thumbnail design. This job involves creating clickable thumbnails for YouTube, even creating covers for courses, posters, and all that. If you can design clickable, high-quality thumbnails, even just for YouTube, you can earn a lot of money from it. I remember telling a friend of mine recently that if you want to be a great thumbnail designer, then have some marketing instinct, understand how YouTube works and what people click on. And don't just say you can create thumbnails for anyone. Try to pick a topic that you understand. Let's say you just limit yourself to creating thumbnails for people who create content on finance or real estate or, vlogs. So then you'll spend time just watching content in the topic that you want to specialize in and understand which videos do better, how are the thumbnails, and how can you create better thumbnails. If you can take the time to hone your skill and just focus on a certain topic or niche, that would be an added advantage because then you will now be reaching out to specific creators who create content in the niche that you are conversant with. And when you take the time to understand the different thumbnails on YouTube, the ones that have done really well and what made them, do well and how you can create even better thumbnails, that makes you very marketable. Because designing thumbnails is one thing, but creating clickable thumbnails requires you to have that marketing instinct to understand the psychology of viewers or the audience and what actually gets them to click thumbnails. Now, you can earn anything from $20 to $100 per thumbnail or more. It just depends on how good you are and the value you offer. If you are known for creating highly clickable thumbnails, then you can charge as much as you want. If you're just getting started, obviously your charges will start on the lower end and they will increase as you hone your skills. The best way for you to get started, if you've never designed anything before, is to first sign up on Canva and try creating different thumbnails and try to study thumbnails and what makes a great thumbnail. And once you feel like you have the skill, create samples just for practice and also to show potential clients. Once you have a portfolio, some samples to show, start reaching out to people who you think would make or are your ideal clients. Reach out to creators on YouTube, on Instagram. Just try to communicate the value you will add to their content creation process. If you can help a creator get more views, get more people clicking and watching their videos, then you'll have access to more jobs than you can ever imagine. I have found that there are very few excellent designers who really understand what makes a great thumbnail. And you find that such designers are in high demand and they are swamped with work. And then there are others who still claim to be designers, but their work is not as good. So they are struggling to even get one project to work on. So your approach will determine whether you succeed in this or not. Another high-paying online job you can do is YouTube channel management. You see, content creation is not just about sitting down and recording videos. It's also about editing. It's about coming up with a good title, coming up with, or designing a good thumbnail. And then once you have the video, the thumbnail, and the title, then you go to YouTube and upload and, put the thumbnail, the description, the tags, and that actually takes time. So if you can come in to just reduce the work for a creator, whereby all they have to do is maybe create content and edit, and then you do the rest, you'd save so many creators so much work. And you don't just wake up one day and start doing this job. You really need to understand how YouTube works. So if you know the ecosystem of YouTube, from scripting to recording to editing to what makes a good video in terms of the title, coming up with a good clickable title, a good description, how to do keyword research so that you can find the tags to put the tag section, end screens. If you understand this system, then this is the job for you. So you're not a creator yourself. Your work is just to manage the channel, to upload, to set the title, the description, and just set up everything and schedule content and interact with comments, respond, and just make a creator's work as easy as possible. So that is ideally what channel management entails. How much you earn here really depends on how much you negotiate. You can earn anything from $10 per hour to like $70 per hour. It really depends on who you're working for and the value you're going to add and the different types of tasks you will be completing for this creator. To get started with this, just start learning how YouTube works, the whole process until a video goes live and what is required, to keep a channel active and all that. And then start reaching out to creators and make them an offer. Tell them what you can do, why they need your services, how you will make their lives easier, what you will take off their plate and all that. If you can do that for me, feel free to reach out. You need to understand marketing, content marketing, so you can know how to come up with good titles and even design thumbnails if you can, keywords and all that. To get started with any of these high-paying online jobs, all you have to do is first choose what you want to do. Once you've picked one, go with it. If you don't know what it entails, you don't have the skills, learn first. You can learn for free. You don't have to pay for expensive certifications. Nobody cares about your certificates or your degree. People care about you being able to actually do the job. So acquire the knowledge, the basic skills you need to complete a task. Once that is done, now set yourself up for success by signing up on freelance marketplaces or any other platform that will connect you to clients, or reach out directly to potential clients. In my experience, that is the best way because you get to negotiate the amount you want to be paid. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know the job you are going to start with. Let me know if you already do any of the jobs I have mentioned. Now, if you're completely new to making money online, then watch this video where I have talked about the right way to make money online for beginners. I touch on the different ways, the different avenues you can use to make money online and how to go about it the right way. Watch this video now. I will see you in my next one.